Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So this is the hidden side of Megan the Stallion. So let's get into it. We're first going to pull a card just to lay the foundation, right? Just to see, what the cards want to tell us about Megan and, whatever the card wants to tell us. Okay, that wanted to come out, but I'm going to keep on shuffling. Okay, so we have a dragon rider, epic, champion, fire breathing, legend. Wow, that's a powerful card. So she is the dragon rider. She's epic. She's the companion. But I said champion, and I'm going to stick with that. Fire breathing, legend. That is what the cards want to tell us as the foundation for Megan the Stallion. Dragon rider. Now, it's interesting because a dragon is a dangerous creature and you have to tame it. So what I get is Megan tames whatever it is that she is going to ride, whatever she's going to be a part of. She tames it. I mean, it's interesting. It's fascinating that card wants to come out as her foundation. But we're going to go with it. Okay, now we're going to talk about her finances, family, love, and career. So let's go ahead and get a career card for Megan, the Stallion, the Dragon Rider. Okay, that card wanted to come out. Okay, so we have unexpected expenses. Now, Megan is not the best with money, and she is never going to have the proper people around her that help her with her money. It just, it just isn't going to happen. She's not like rolling in money. You know you hear people talk about the 360 deal. I think that's what it's called. Well, she's no she's that's her, right? That's what she has, 360. I mean, she's been scammed basically. Okay, so we're going to take this card, Ace of Cups, as it relates to Megan the Stallion's finances, and this card. Okay. So in addition to unexpected expenses, which are things that she cannot afford, and it's just like, oh, that's unexpected. It's like things like that pop up because, she doesn't have what people think. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups, new beginnings, new relationships. But what she does have is longevity in her career and the things that she does. And she's somebody that will be able to reinvent herself. I know it seems strange now, but she'll have the 10 of Cups in terms of finance. I don't see her as somebody that is overly concerned about finances. Now, that doesn't mean that she doesn't want money. She doesn't understand the importance of money, because she does. But she finds joy in other things, not like designer. If she's out there with designer, it's because it's a push for her to do that. It's not like she woke up and said, oh, I want to do an ad for Gucci or what have you. That's not her focus. Her focus is her craft, what she does. She loves what she does. So finances will be just fine for a person like Megan, who doesn't live for finances. I'm going to pull an oracle on. I'm just going to get one oracle on finances before we move on. And we'll see what else the cards want to tell us. Okay. Twin flames. It's funny because love wants to enter the picture. She wants a twin flame. She wants love. It just goes back to what I was saying about money and it not being this young lady's primary focus, this young woman's primary focus. Her craft is important and love is important. And really, those are one and the same because her craft is something that she loves and lives for. Okay. Let's move on to family. Let's get a card on family. Let's get a tarot card on family. I get that she just gets into the wrong relationships and always will in terms of love. She doesn't have much of a family. Okay. All right. So we have Two of Cups for love, and we'll get a couple of oracle cards as well. I get her family. She doesn't really have much. I know her mother passed. She doesn't have her mother, which was her rock. Okay, that flipped over, so we'll take it. And we'll get one more for family. Okay, obscurity. And this one wanted to flip out. And realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. And I get that she has an understanding of what family is, and she does not have it. She's alone. This person is alone, even though there are people around her, but those people around her are vampiric. They're not healthy for her. And I just keep getting that her focus is on what she does and what she loves to do, and not much else. And having relationships with men that aren't the best for her. But this is family. So we have obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. And I get that there are things around her family that she's not aware of, that she does not know about. It's something around her biological father. And she's going to have some realizations around that. I don't know if she even knows her real father. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that even if she thinks somebody is her father, they're not. But we also have the Two of Cups, which is about partnership, solidarity. And I get that this represented her mother, the Two of Cups. There was so much love there, but a lot of discipline on her craft. I don't get that Megan had a lot of direction growing up. She didn't have good role models. And even though she loves her mother, she doesn't really understand who her mother was. And her mother caused a lot of detrimental things to the young Megan. She's still young, but young, 8, 9, growing up young, childhood young, adolescent young. She saw a lot of things and experienced a lot of things that were not healthy for her. Drugs, drinking. She was in an environment that wasn't conducive for a young child to grow up and have morality and, she just didn't see the right things. She was subjected to bad things. All right, let's move on to, let's get into love. And we'll get a couple oracles. And I said earlier that I don't see, love for her is elusive. She doesn't get around the right people. She doesn't, but it all stems from her upbringing. And her upbringing dictates who she gets involved with. That has an effect on her and always will. Okay. Which is why she needs to free herself, because that's the card that came out. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself from that family life that you had that was a bumpy ride that was no good for you, Megan. No good for Megan the Stallion at all. Abuse. There's a lot of abuse there. So let's get one more card. She's just very confused. And unfortunately, I don't see that ever changing. Okay, unblock me. I miss you and want to connect. Please unblock me literally or energetically so we can speak. I have a lot to say. Now, I take this as her needing to be unblocked. Also relationships, because she doesn't recognize the bad relationships that she gets herself into. She doesn't see it for what it is. Let's pull some more cards. So unblock me is about her being unblocked from finding real true love. She wants that. But her behavior and the things that she does is not going to bring a respectable person. That is never going to happen because of what she does out on stage and her lifestyle. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So we'll take that one, that one, that one, and we'll get one more on love. So I don't even see her having children. I don't see it. Let's get one more oracle card and then we'll go through what we've pulled so far on love. I feel just sad for her. I feel like she has depression. She's just a lost person. But it didn't have to be that way. Okay, so we have kitchen tools, meal preparation. Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. We have mistakes. This is for love, misunderstood, victim, and a lost soul. Okay, just goes to what I have already said. That's self-explanatory. Trapped. Yeah, she's trapped in her own mind, in her own world of sorrow and shocking. Turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Shocking because the things that she does is shocking. And she thinks, oddly enough, that the things that she does, all the mistakes in her feeling trapped and make her do shocking things is what I get. Everything, the mistakes that happened in her life, whether she had any doing in it or not. The mistakes are the shocking things that she does. And she feels trapped because she wants love desperately. There are days that she doesn't want to do what she's doing, at least not to the degree or extreme. Now, kitchen is interesting because, and this is for love, because she wants, I get that she wants that kitchen where she can cook, and she wants a traditional life. She sees that as something that she wants. Why? Because she's on the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of bringing that in. What she would bring in is a gangster or, somebody from the street, somebody that understands her. At least that's what she thinks. But it's not true. All right. So love is elusive. Love is not something that this person is ever going to capture. It's a butterfly. All right, let's move on to career. Let's get a career card on Megan. Okay, we have interview. And we'll pull I'll pull a tarot card and then we'll get into that meaning, that card there, interview. This is a Queen of Wands. Okay. It's interesting because, all right, so interview and Queen of Wands is what wanted to come out for Megan as it relates to career. Now we know Queen of Wands is sexy. They're, they command attention. And that is her out in the world. And that's her when she interviews and, wants to do things. It's like, well, people already know who she is. Okay, we have an interview with Megan Thee Stallion. People already know her name and reputation precedes her. So it's the same in her career. whatever she would interview for, it's like her name precedes her. There really isn't a need. Because if somebody wants to do something, have a project with her, it's like they know they're going to get a Queen of Wands, but we'll sit down and interview her just because, but we already know we want this. I see her doing movies if she hasn't already, making cameos, that kind of thing. She'll have some longevity in her career and be able to reinvent herself somewhat to a certain extent. It will be limited. All right. So career is fine. There's no issues. She'll have her breaks like anybody else in the business, which is not, because all of this notoriety, all of this infamy and fame takes its toll. And she's a young person, so it will take its toll on her physically. Okay. We're just going to pull a few oracle cards to see what else the cards may want to tell us. I'll get 3 of these. Okay, and then I'll get a couple from the other deck. And then we'll close out the read. Very tortured person. But, don't forget the card we got is the dragon rider. I mean, who's going to be riding a dragon? Not too many people are willing to get on the back of a dragon if they could, right? Let's just pretend in the world, like if dragons entered the world right now, how many people would sign up to ride on them? You would be surprised. There would be some people that would, and she would be one of them. It's dangerous. It is something that most people wouldn't do, which is her personality. Doing things that, most people aren't going to do, because it would mess up their reputation. Whatever the case may be, it's too dangerous. All right, so we've got some oracles. Let's see what the first one is. Shallow. Okay, hollow, empty, boredom. Now, to a certain extent, she is shallow. I'll just say she is shallow, because I don't even know if you can be to a certain extent. Either you are or you aren't. Okay, and then we have lusting, and that's where that shallowness, shallow is you're hollow, you're empty inside. And so the best thing that you can do is, try to become a sex symbol, which is what she is pigeonholing herself into, which is why her being able to reinvent herself will be limited just based on that. She wants there to be lust for her, because of that shallowness. This is a person that's shallow, but she considers herself a divine feminine. She considers, if you were to ask her, well, why do you do this? Why do you, dance like that? Well, I'm a feminine. I'm the ultimate. I'm a divine feminine. It's how she would define herself. Even if she doesn't know, if somebody came to her and said, you're a divine feminine, she would correlate that with, her dance, the things that she does, her sexuality. Okay. Then we have amusement park and post office. Mail delivery, written correspondence, package tracking. An amusement park is thrilling rides, carnival fun, festive atmosphere. And she would, if you gave her words, an amusement park and those definitions, would be, do you consider yourself to be an amusement park? Yeah, everybody wants to ride me. Everybody wants a ride. I'm a wild ride. This is how she would define herself. And post office, that's an interesting one. I get that, you have a post office at every corner. They're like a McDonald's. They're all over the place. And she's all over the place like a post office. They're everywhere. You can't miss them. If you're looking for one, you'll find it. If you're looking for Megan, you'll find her doing things that, are beneath anybody. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by The Humble Seer. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading. And as always, you take good care, and we will definitely talk soon. Bye.